my father-in-law, the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Mr. President, welcome to our Town Hall meeting. We have the President. Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Our audience represents supporters in critical districts and states around the country who we need to get out and vote tomorrow. So I know you have a great message for them, and thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much, and if you'd like, I will begin.
Absolutely. Take it away.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you to everybody. It's a great honor to be with you, and we've worked very hard. We're turning the country around rapidly, far more rapidly than anyone thought possible. We just had probably the best economic numbers when you add it all up that we've had in many years, and we may have the finest economy that we've ever had as a country. You see that 250,000 jobs last month, and that's despite a couple of very, very bad hurricanes. So we have numbers that are not numbers that anybody has seen, and they're only going to get better. We have a tremendous opportunity to make things even better. We took over an economy that was heading in the wrong direction. It was the weakest recovery we've had since the Great Depression. It was a terrible, weak recovery, and it was starting to go down. We had GDP growth, as you know, of 4.2%, which was shocking to even the top optimists of the economic world, and it was shocking, but that's okay. We're going to have many months like that and better, many quarters like that and better, and we are really heading in a direction that's very, very special. Had our opponents won, the level of negativity going on in the market, the level of consumer confidence, which would have been low, whereas we set a record just now for consumer confidence is the highest it's ever been. Manufacturing confidence is the highest it's ever been. But had our opponents won, instead of 4.2 up, we would have been 4.2 down, and probably a lot more, because that's where we were heading. We were heading into an abyss. We've accomplished so much on the economy, whether it's the massive tax cuts we've gotten or all of the other things that we've done. And I tell you, the one element of surprise to a lot of people is how fast we've been able to get regulation cuts. And the regulation cuts are massive. And I think long before the tax cuts kicked in, which were very important, the regulation cuts were already taking over, and our economy was beginning to sing. We have many companies coming into the United States right now. We have car companies coming into Michigan and Ohio and North Carolina, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Florida. They're coming in all over. They want to be where the action is. We've made the new Mexico-Canada deal, as you know, the USMCA, which is a great deal for us, and it's going to be very difficult for companies to leave. That was one of the things that I insisted on getting. I didn't like when companies would leave, fire all their employees, Americans, fire them, make their cars someplace else and send them in tax-free into our country. All we end up with is lack of taxes and unemployment. That's not going to happen under the new agreement. The new agreement is a very powerful agreement for the United States. I thought NAFTA, it wasn't like thinking. I know NAFTA was a horrible, horrible deal for us. It should have been ended a long time ago. But we ended NAFTA. We have a tremendous new deal with Canada. We have a tremendous new deal with Mexico. And we have a tremendous new deal with South Korea, which was another horrible trade deal that we terminated and redid. We're now winning the war with China. We are in a somewhat of a battle on trade. China's been really hurting the United States economically. They've taken out $500 billion over the last long time each year, which is bigger than all of them. It's just about bigger than everybody else put together. So we're in a very big dispute with them right now, and we're winning. We've tariffed $250 billion, taxed them of their product coming into the United States, and we have plenty more to go. But they want to make a deal, and if we can make a right deal, a deal that's fair, we'll do that. Otherwise, we won't do it. We're doing very well the way we're going right now. The markets have been very good. They've been very strong. They really, I'll tell you, the potential is tremendous, unless we don't do well in the election. I mean, the election, to is very vital because it really is summing up what we've done. It's going to show confidence for what we've done. I've seen all of the newspapers, many of them saying it's a referendum on what we've done. So I don't know about that. I can tell you, though, that's the way they're going to play it. And if we don't have a good day, they will make it like it's the end of the world. And don't worry, if we do have a good day, they won't give us any credit, but the economy will give us credit, and people will give us credit, and healthcare will give us credit, because we're straightening out healthcare. It was a mess. Obamacare, we got rid of the individual mandate. We've done so much with healthcare, and it's really shaping up good, and we are working and focused very much on healthcare, as everybody knows, for over the coming year and a half, 2 years. But it's very important tomorrow because we have to get out. We have to get the people to vote. You know, all of the things I've said and far more. We're lowering prescription drug prices. We got right to try. You know what right to try is? When somebody's very seriously ill or terminally ill, they have the right to use our medicines that are in the hopper that are looking good, and we can do that. They've been trying to get that for decades. We got it approved. We got the veterans approved for choice, where now they can go see a private doctor if they have to wait online long periods of time. And accountability also. There was no accountability if they weren't treating our veterans correctly. You couldn't fire the people. They had to stay. And it was a horrible situation. We had that approved. Those things, they've been trying to get them approved for decades. I got them all approved. But it's all fragile. We have to go out and we have to vote. And I know the people that are on this line, and I hear there's a tremendous number of people, I know they've been supporters, and they've been a particular support of mine. But it's very important, even though I'm not on the ballot, in a certain way I am on the ballot, it's very important to go out and vote, get your friends, get everybody, go out and vote, because tomorrow, whether we consider it or not, the press is very much considering a referendum on me and us as a movement. This is the greatest movement in the history of our country. I mean, I say it over and over again, and even the news media, which I oftentimes call fake, because that's what it is, but even they never challenge me on it, because it's true. It's the greatest political movement in the history of our country, and it's really coming out not only better, much faster. We would have never thought we would have been at this point with the economy so quickly. Steel companies are coming back after what I did to the dumping of steel by foreign nations. Steel companies are coming back. Aluminum companies are coming back. So much is coming back. And we have to win tomorrow. We have to have a good victory tomorrow. Those people, we need the senators approved. We need to have big success, or at least good success in the House. It would certainly be helpful if we did. And we probably will do pretty well based on all of the numbers that we're looking at now, because we're seeing an energy that people haven't seen since the last election in 16. We have an energy over the last couple of weeks that people have not seen in the Republican Party, and it feels very much like 16, because they love what we've done and they want to keep it going. So all of those senators that are running, every single one of them, I know them, I like them, they're going to be great for us. And the same thing with the House. We have to get those people elected or reelected, and it's going to send a great signal. It's going to really send a great signal. So to all of the many hundreds of thousands of people on this line, whatever you can do to assure victory tomorrow, get out and vote, get your family, get your friends, get everybody to get out and vote. So important. And today I'm going to be making 3 major speeches. I've made many over the last, you've been following it, I know, many over the last month. And that's how important it is. Today I'm finishing it up with 3. But I will just appreciate, I really do anyway, to be honest with you, because I know I have friends on this line. But I really appreciate everything you've done, and whatever you can do about tomorrow's election, get out, make sure you vote, and make sure everyone you know votes, because we really need it. It's all fragile. Everything I told you about, it can be undone and changed by the Democrats if they get in. You see how they've behaved. You see what's happening with them. They've really become radicalized. Whatever you can do, we would appreciate it. Thank you very much, and good luck tomorrow. Good luck to everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. This concludes the One Vote to Victory, our telephone one town hall meeting. Please remember you can make the difference in the midterms tomorrow. So get out and vote for the Republican and urge your family and friends to do the same. Time to make America great again. Thanks for everybody joining.